Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books and things beyond books. So today I have a short video for you from Beyond. Yesterday was a beautiful day here. It was in the 60s, and so we went on a ferry ride across the James River from Jamestown to a town called Surry. And in the Surry area, there are actually several plantations from the 16 and 1700s. And in fact, there are many plantations here in this area of Virginia that are preserved, and you can tour them, or some can even be rented for an event, a wedding, celebration of some kind. So when we got to Surry on the ferry, we made a stop at a place called Bacon's Castle, and we took a tour of the main house, and you're also able to walk around the grounds, and that's kind of a self-guided tour to the outside of the building. And so what is Bacon's Castle? Well, it's the oldest brick dwelling in North America. It was built in 1665, and it was built for a merchant trader and farmer by the name of Arthur Allen. It came to be known as Bacon's Castle because it was occupied for a time by men who were part of Nathaniel Bacon's rebellion in 1676. The basic situation is that Nathaniel Bacon was a newcomer to the colonies. He came here in the mid-1600s, and yet it seems like he was able to stir up quite a bit of trouble and actually led an uprising against then Governor William Berkeley. And the disagreement was mainly, seems like, because Bacon wanted the governor to drive all of the native people from the colonial area, and Berkeley refused to do that. So the incident became known as Bacon's Rebellion, and although it only lasted a year, it did have repercussions that continued to affect the relationships between the colonists, the native people, and the African people who were here at the time living and working. And it continued to have an effect and shape the history here in colonial America. So Bacon's Castle, that's what it's called, even though he never owned or lived or even was reportedly on the grounds of this plantation at all. Today, the site is owned by the Virginian Preservation Society, and you'll see in my video that they are doing some maintenance to the structure of the building. Interestingly, what they're doing is they're trying to use materials that would match the materials that the building was originally made from. And that even includes right down to the mortar in between the bricks, which has some oyster shell in it because they used materials from a riverside. And there's marshlands around here, so lots of oysters. So they're duplicating even that. So they're doing a good job with that. Preservation's kind of interesting. So if you like my content, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell. I do appreciate everyone who watches my videos. And remember that you are the author of your own story. Craft it well and always go beyond. Thank you and enjoy the video. So here we are on the Jamestown Ferry, and we drove our car right onto here, as everybody did. What you do is just drive on in one direction. You can see down there, and park your car. Once the ferry gets underway, then you can come out of your car if you'd like, and you can stand at the rail here and scenery as it goes. And then when you get to the place you're going, which is the county of Surry in Virginia. So we started out in Jamestown. We're going to end up in Surry County. Then we will just all, there's Donna, we will just all drive off of the ferry in that direction. So I'm just being careful that I don't show anybody's license plate or anyone who may not want to be on camera. It's a beautiful day here. This ferry ride takes about, I think it's 15 to 20 minutes to get across the James River. And we're going to the other side to go to a place called Bacon's Castle. And I can talk more a little bit about that when we get there, maybe show you a little bit of that, at least the outside part of it. But yeah, great day. You can go inside, get yourself out of the wind if you want. Look out through the windows. This is the top part of it. I'll show you the top. Step this way. And there you go. You can get a better look here. This one is called Powhatan. There's 4 different ferries that go across this river. They're all built the same way. Of course, they have different names. There's the Williamsburg, the Powhatan, I think the Jamestown. There might be one other. 2 of them carry 50 cars, and there's 2 that carry 70 cars. So they're really all quite large. They probably use them all during rush hour or something like that. This ferry boat is free to ride. You can just jump on it. Runs every half hour. So, all right. I'll get back to you when we're across the other side. So this is what the front looks like. They put this gate across, and then when we get to the dock on the other side, they'll just roll it back so we can drive off. And that is the place that we're headed to. Straight ahead there. It's a beautiful day. I think it's about 55 degrees or so. Kind of partly cloudy. Very nice. Perfect day to go touring and get yourself outside. Alright, so here's the place. This is what they sent us here to see. This is called Bacon's Castle. So we're going to find out what this is all about. Take a tour, and I'll let you know when we're done what we think. So I just read a little bit about this on the website. Just waiting to go in. It's not open yet. It'll be open in a few minutes. And it became known as Bacon's Castle during the rebellion. It has a history with Nathaniel Bacon, who led a rebellion here in the Jamestown area. It was built in 1665, and it's the oldest brick structure in North America. Also, what they're looking to do here is to really enrich their Black history and to really reconstruct some of the stories from the time. And so if anybody has anyone's family here who might be able to add to that, that'd be awesome, because that's what they're looking to do, and you can learn all about that on their website. So it's kind of interesting that they're working on that. So yeah, be interested in touring this. Okay, so I just came back from the tour. Behind the house right now. Couldn't do any video on the tour, but yeah, it was very interesting. This property again, has been here since the mid 1600s. It's only ever been owned by actually 3 different families. It's called Bacon's Castle because some of the rebels of Nathaniel Bacon actually took possession of it during their rebellion. He was never apparently on this property himself. Back here is where you see all of the fields. They grew tobacco. The initial family, the original family that had this property were merchants, and they did a lot of trading between Europe and this property, where they, sold alcohol, mercantile products, all kinds of things like that. At one point, there were as many as 85 enslaved people on the property, and some were, under different circumstances, indentured slaves and that kind of thing. There were as many as, I think there was almost 20 little houses back here where enslaved people stayed. They also slept up in the attic of the main house. The only slave quarters right now that's left is right back here, and you can go in it and you can take a look. It's old, it's crumbly, it's pretty cold inside, and that's right there. So that's the only one that's left standing, but there were 20 some odd at one point. These buildings back here are the barn and other areas. Some are original, and I don't think some are quite original to the property. But anyway, yeah, it was a very interesting tour, so thank you for coming along. Did get a book while I was here. I got 12 Years a Slave by Solomon Northrop. This looked like a very interesting book, so we'll see what I think. And again, I thank you for watching.